Hey guys, this is Pharaoh 2091, and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations 2 Prosecutor's Path. Last time we left off, we investigated the office of the President's plane, and we uncovered some things such as new information regarding Rook's death, which we know that he was pierced in the side where the bulletproof didn't cover, and all this other stuff, and the same model gun is used for Zhang Fa, and apparently it's the same murder weapon. Apparently, who knows? And now we're calling out the president because he may be another witness to everything. So, let's hear what he has to say if he's going to come out. Is he going to come out? I see. Mr. President, what sort of a man leaves another to die on his behalf? Mr. President! Stop it! Take it easy! Hey! Still nothing. Come on, Detective Gumshoe. Ah! What? The lights! My apologies, Mr. Prosecutor, but I wouldn't try anything if I were you. It seems I'm unable to reach the President, even with Mr. Knightley's life. Stop! Ah! What's going on, damn it? Kate! The killer, you! However, I have already seen the truth. Where's he? Oh! I leave the rest in your hands, Mr. Prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Ah, he's knocked the hell out. Ah, how the hell did that guy get away? I mean, honestly, did I pass out? Mr. Edgeworth, thank goodness you're safe. Mr. Edgeworth, are you okay? Kay, what about you? I just woke up myself. My head's throbbing a bit, but it's no big deal. Detective Gumshoe, what happened to the killer? I think we all know what happened. Miss Swift came running out of the plane. She told us the killer made a run for it, but we were too late, sir. We heard from that bodyguard that the emergency lifeboat over there has been stolen. He's probably at the other side of the lake by now, sir. Didn't you seal off the park? The police were all called back to surround the plane. Right now, there's no one guarding the opposite shore. Ugh. That means he succeeded in giving us the slip. Sure seems that way, sir. Mr. Prosecutor. Horace Knightley. It seems you had a narrow escape. Yeah, that sucked, that punk. Came to think of it, we found this near where you fell, sir. This is the killer's calling card. Looks like it looks like a message from him. He dropped it as he fled and embellished with a shell symbol. Ugh. He always leaves his card next to his victim's body. But you're not dead, sir. Perhaps this signifies something similar to a killing. Which reminds me, the last thing he said still bothers me. However, I have already seen the truth. Okay. So apparently he knows everything. Seen the truth? What did he mean? Yeah, it's safe now. What was that? The President will be making his entrance now. The President? Yeah, there he is. Man, this man looks intimidating. This man is the president of Zhang Fa, Dijun Huang or something. You are? It is an honor to meet you. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecutor. I am Dijun Huang. I cannot pronounce my own name. I've heard of your deeds. You saved my country from a great crisis. Is he referring to the Yadagarasu case? I was simply solving a murder, nothing more. Such modesty. I have been observing your investigation. An astounding performance, despite allowing the killer to get away. Thank you very much. So he was watching through security cameras. However, I regret that it ends here. What do you mean? Heed my words, foolish prosecutor. It looks like he's flicking me off. Well, he's using his pointer finger, but still. You should have already been informed by Knightley. This investigation will be handled by the esteemed police force of Zhangfa. Now that the killer's gone, they intend to take over the investigation. Hey, pal, what are you doing? What's with that attitude? It's because of the killer and Mr. Edgeworth that... Enough, detective. Mr. President, I cannot agree to this. Why must this investigation be handled over to your country's police? Why, you say? Know your place, puny prosecutor. Must I explain my actions? Nay, I think not. You shall hand over all the evidence you found so far and leave this plane at once. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, be a good boy and do as you're told. I cannot resist any longer. What can we do? It's the president telling us, you know. Oh, all the evidence handed over to Knightley. Oh, that sucks. Why? Why won't he allow me to investigate this case any further? Now then, would you kindly take your leave? Knightley, place the suspect under firm restraint. I'm on it, Mr. President. An attempt on my life, the murder of my subordinate. Such evil, such sin. I didn't kill nobody. Oh, my phone's going off. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, let's get back to where the hell I was. I swear. Shut your trap, lady. You dare question me. You dare stain this world of deceit. Should we pardon this sin? Nay, absolutely not. It is most unforgivable. My reasons being, there's no mistake. The president is hiding something. Oh, wait, that was Edgeworth. The president is just yammering on and on. If I turn back now, the truth will be lost forever. Mr. Edgeworth! Mr. Edgeworth, is there nothing you can do? Maybe something will help me out. Like a huge coincidence, maybe. Or a miracle. I remember the countless times I faced this dilemma in the courtroom. The lies of the witness, the rebuttals of the defense. I did not always have evidence to counter them. Nonetheless, I was still able to draw out the truth from them. That's right. My words alone are my weapons. So what, are we gonna play chess with the president now, or Knightley? Oh, we're playing chess. Now then, let's analyze the situation. Leave this place at once. This is direct order from the president himself. He's not even listening. Any rebuttal I give, he cuts off. When he has that forceful attitude, I'll need to watch the situation carefully. My opponent is the president of Zhangfa. I don't think he'll show any weakness easily. His words may be overbearing, but I need not to be intimidated. If I observe his behavior closely, I should be able to read his emotions. First, I'll start by asking him about his reasons for taking over the investigation. Now, let's begin. A good opening line will put me in an advantage. I hope this is gonna work. Who's taking over the investigation? Please allow me to confirm something about the investigation. Nay, I don't recall granting you permission to speak. Well, hold on, he's being forceful. I am the president of Zhangfa. You shall not talk back to me. I'm not talking back. I'm simply asking for confirmation. This investigation will be taken over by the police of your country. Is that correct? Exactly. That is all I will say. Restrain yourself from making any more unnecessary comments. Wait and see. That's enough. Being on this plane is tantamount to being on my country's soil. You cannot do as you please. This plane? Is there something significant about this place? I should remember his clue. Can I do this? I'd like you to explain your reasons for depriving us of your right to investigate. Impotent fool! Hold your tongue! There's no reason. That should be enough of an explanation for you. Perhaps that clue may be useful here. Gathering from what you've said so far, does that forceful attitude of yours have some connection to this place? You insolent. Earlier you said that being on this plane is like being on your country's soil. From those words, I was able to deduce the answer. Namely, that is, You wish to claim extraterritorial rights inside this plane. Am I correct? That's enough! I shall brook no insolence. Just wait and see a minute. If you have nothing to say, be gone! You're wasting my time! Oomph. It seems I should have been a bit more decisive there. Ah, crap! I must not be intimidated by his words. If I observe his behavior close, I should be able to read his emotions. Okay, let's do this again. So, I got an idea. So, I mean, this is... Yeah. I guess I shouldn't always wait and see, but I don't know. That's enough. There we go. Yeah, because he's not really being forceful there. He's getting mad. Your words are forceful, but I cannot overlook them. The moment I mentioned extraterritorial rights, your face grew pale. Oh, there's one. You know, somebody mentioned that these remind them of Cyclops, you know, when Phoenix does stuff, and it kind of is, in a sense. I like this, though. Up. In light of your brazen courage, I shall grant you an answer. That's right, I am claiming extraterritorial rights inside this plane. However, what does that change? You are still powerless. There's nothing you can do about it. I see. Under international law, the plane would be considered part of Zhengfa. How convenient. If he wishes to stake this claim, then I shall question its validity. My time winded back up. That's good. Next move will decide the outcome. He may be president, but there's no hole in his logic. Let me break it wide open. Is your claim valid? I challenge the validity of your claim to extraterritorial rights. Do you truly understand what it is you're saying? Of course, and I stand by it. You dare doubt my words. You have no shame! Let's wait and see. I don't know if that's the right one, but I don't know. Such irredeemable ignorance. It troubles me greatly. There's no need to worry. I do not need to be saved. It is Miss Swift whom I wish to save from these false charges that you have laid against her. I admire your tenacity. However, your wish is unattainable. The extraterritoriality laws are unshakable. This plane is Zhengfa territory. I don't have enough clues to perceive that line of questioning. I should try another line of attack. Okay. Permit me to say this. Don't you feel that your actions are too forceful? Who asked for your opinion? All you need to do is obey. Yeah, he's getting mad, or forceful there. Forceful is the wrong word. It is authority. Leadership. So you arrested Miss Swift because you felt you had the authority to do so? Yes, that girl's a criminal. There's no room for dispute. I don't know if I should... I don't know. The shooting took place outside the plane. Only she could have done it. That's it. The shooting occurred outside the plane. This could be a very important clue. Okay. So let's see if this works now. Let's see. Come on. Am I going to use it? It's time to use that clue. I think I'm doing okay. Indeed, I do not question your extraterritorial rights inside this plane. However, you just claimed that the shooting took place outside the plane. Yes, if it didn't appear inside a plane, extraterritorial laws do not apply. Your claim has fallen apart. Miss Swift's arrest is invalid. I won! Ugh! Impossible! To be bested by a mere prosecutor. I am the president! That doesn't matter. Checkmate, Mr. President. Alright, there you go. So yeah, he can't claim extraterritorial rights. Mr. President, will you allow us to continue our investigation? Ugh. I don't know why he's being, like, why he doesn't want us on there, but yeah, whatever. I yield. I will allow it. My heart is generous. My heart is tolerant and merciful. Therefore, as such, certainly, thus we shall. It is our duty, for a most noble cause. Gentlemen, now is the time. I, the President of Zhengfa, for the sake of the investigation, could you just hurry up already? This guy sure likes beating around the bush. Knightley, we have received the president's permission. Could you return our evidence? Here. Alright, yay, we got it all back. You did it, Mr. Edgeworth! Indeed, now we can resume the investigation. Hey, it's funny how happy you are just because I gave you your precious pieces back. Now let's see how well you use them. Pay attention then. Here's my next move. Mr. President, may I ask one more request of you? Would you please testify about the moment of the incident? Testify? Hey, hold on a sec. That's your next move? Isn't that the same sort of thing you leave to the courts? Naturally, it's a courtroom procedure. However, I'd still like to hear what he has to say. If he refuses to cooperate with the investigation, well, he will have to give a clear reason. Is there something wrong? Knightley, stand down. I shall grant the Honorable Prosecutor's request. I thank you for your cooperation. Now, heed my words. What are you gonna say, Mr. President? Where I was when the incident occurred? Ah, yes, the stage. Then, Rook and Knightley suddenly appeared and stood in front of me. After that, I heard a gunshot and a red balloon bursting. And so, those two attempted to escort me into the plane. But then, the second gunshot. The bullet pierced through Rook's body and struck my bulletproof vest. If that's the case, then the president's a victim too, right? It was an assassination attempt. Mr. Rook just happened to get caught up in it, unfortunately. But isn't it strange? Why would a victim want to interrupt an investigation? Of course. If this becomes public, it would cause problems. I see. So there's still some deep, dark secret behind this case, right? Certainly the president and perhaps Knightley, too, know of the secret. Without fail, I shall reveal it all to see. Ew, boy, I'm not really sure what the secret could be. Where I wasn't saying, Rook and Knightley suddenly appeared on the stood in front of me. Let's just no, I didn't mean to do that. I heard a gunshot and a red balloon bursting. Let's just press on this real quick. Did you realize there was a shooter when they appeared in front of you? Well, what was I doing at that time? Ah, yes, the speech. During my speech, I was in a euphoric state, a state of nothingness and enlightenment. So, you got nervous and you blinked out? Nay, I have not forgotten a single occurrence that transpired during my speech. When Rook and Knightley appeared in front of me, I was surprised. After that, I heard a single gunshot. Let's hear press on this, maybe. A red balloon? You try my patience, Prosecutor. That was not my intention. I just want to make sure your recollections are reliable. There are balloons on both sides of the stage. Swelling red in a cloudy sky. It was laid out in the security plan. The security plans? Ah, the ones from the bag. They stepped in front of me just before the balloon burst. And so those two attempted to escort me into the plane. I'm still... No, don't want to do that. I'm still pressing. Maybe I can get some information here. Attempted to escort you? What actually happened? That's right, attempted. Rook and Knightley raised their attaché cases. That's the moment shown in the case photo. They led me towards the plane. But then the second gunshot... Wait, what happened after the second gunshot? A pitiful prosecutor. If you didn't know that much, you're not fit for duty. What's that supposed to mean? I grow weary of needless repetition. It should be quite obvious. Even you should know the path of the second bullet. The bullet pierced through Rook's body and struck my bulletproof vest. When the bullet hit, what condition was the victim in? Oh, he was truly a man among men. Still groaning from the bullet's impact, he grabbed hold of me and dashed into the plane. So you entered the plane along with the victim. I am to be protected. Rook was to protect me. That was his role. He speaks firmly, but it feels like he's just dodging a question, sir. He's a president. That's to be expected. There doesn't seem to be anything out of place. Since he's also a victim, he wouldn't have a reason to lie, sir. So what's he said should be nothing but the truth. On the contrary, there's one point that stands out to me as odd. Try to recall the state of the crime scene. Really? Show me the evidence! Perhaps I should review it one more time. The state of the crime scene. So maybe this whole red balloon burst thing, do I show the... Actually, real quick, let me just take a look at everything here. Take a look at the plans. I was going to look at both. I don't see anything about balloons on this. Well, or maybe those the circles are the balloons. Found trash can. No. Attaché cases. Okay, I'm gonna say maybe I got. It's probably wrong, but maybe I'll just try presenting this here. Okay, maybe that was something, because it wasn't a red balloon, it was a Steel Samurai. A red balloon burst. I'm afraid that's not the case. What? Please have a look at this piece of evidence. Can you see what has burst? Oh, what the hell's wrong with his face? This is... What exactly? It's the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. You do well to remember it. If you wish to win the support of this nation's people. And don't forget the rival show, the Jammin' Ninja. The balloon was ruptured by the bullet when it was no ordinary red balloon. It was a Steel Samurai balloon. But according to the plans, there should have been 2 red balloons. It says so right here in the security plan. It certainly looks like there are only only two round balloons drawn here. Knightley, what is the meaning of this? Explain at once! Yes, sir. That Steel Samurai balloon was a last-minute replacement. Replacement? That's what we were told. Seems that information didn't make it to the president. We ran into a little trouble during setup last night. One of the balloons that we had prepared burst. So you scrambled to find a replacement? Exactly. We just happened to run into a guy manning a stand in the park. He said he lent us a Steel Samurai balloon. He was kind of a poser. A stand, a Steel Samurai balloon, and a poser? Oh, could it be who I think it might be? Whatever. We pumped air into its red samurai pants to create a makeshift balloon. So a Steel Samurai balloon looked just like an ordinary red balloon. Is that what you mean? Knightley, why was I not informed of this? Sir, I'm terribly sorry. I didn't think it was important enough to report. Couldn't you tell by just looking at it? I did not notice it. So we mistook the Steel Samurai's pants for an ordinary balloon. Was there any reason why you made that mistake? Oh! What now? A moment, please. I just remembered now. I could not see the balloon very well. You couldn't see it? Exactly. At that time, the wind was strong. The flags of the stage were fluttering wildly. And for whatever reason, I'll be right back. Okay, where was I? Alright, the flags on the stage were fluttering wildly, and they obstructed my view. The flags? Do you not see the flags that were set up on both sides of the stage? Due to the strong wind, they were waving about, just like this. So strong wind was blowing at the time of the incident. The flags were fluttering, why can't I say that word, wildly? Is there a problem with that? Sure, maybe. President Huang, whatever, you have my gratitude. Your testimony has helped uncover a new contradiction. A contradiction? You say? Oh, yep, I do. I know what a contradiction now. Yes, one that turns the very foundation of this crime on its head. During my investigation, there was no wind at the crime scene, so flags remained still. However, the flags were actually fluttering in the strong wind. This completely changes the meaning of that piece of evidence. Which evidence contradicts the state of the crime scene? Well, we'll find that out in the next episode, guys. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Path. I'll see you guys later.